Hi, welcome to Beyond All Reason. Today we are looking at an 8v8 on Bismuth Valley. On the left side we got Firestorm 01, Snade, Xar, Ugly and Lazy, Innocent Aphus, Kowals, Megatron, and Flash. And on the right side we got Z, Kales, Fantasy Zero, Markivs, Deadlord, Quack, Timber, and Estigo. For matchups, it's looking like North's going to be a walk for right. Estigo and Timber have Firestorm and Sned. So, yeah, North's probably going to be pretty easy for right. Flash and Z both going south here. That's going to be a clash. Megatron and Kales. That's going to be playing their supports for Z and Flash. Middle's probably going to be a bit calmer this time. Maybe not, though. Those are just my predictions. Looks like... Oh, he decided to switch to bots last second there. He's not even reclaiming it. That's a shame. Going bots. Just about everybody's going bots. That's the problem with Bismuth Valley, is that vehicles are kind of redundant. Nobody's going air either. That might be a little bit interesting. Right now we're just looking at the ticks and grunts being sent out. The commanders are slowly making their way to the middle. Looks like up here we got a tick rush attempt from Estiego. Snade's responding to that pretty well. Got some pawns sent out. Doesn't look like that's gonna go anywhere. Markivs and Quack pushing a little bit faster than Innocent, Aphus, Ugly and Lazy, and Koalos. Not much happening just yet. A little bit hard to make any crazy plays 2 minutes into the game, but we'll see where this goes. Predictions are looking just about right. Estiego's already got the front line starting to form. Flash and Z just about to meet down here. A lot of rovers. Not sure if I would have gone for that, but Innocent Aphus is quite a lot better than me, so probably right here. Down here we got absolutely no more action. I'll cut to when the firefighting starts to happen. The front lines are now formed. Things are just about to get a lot more interesting here. Z is going vehicles, surprisingly. And that artillery is really doing a number on Flash. Not sure what I think about the little nano turrets here. I didn't know that was terribly orthodox. Up here, little pawn rush. It actually looks like Snade outnumbers him, but oh, they're gonna come out from south there and probably take out that metal. Nope, they're turning back. A warden. That is not something you typically see, actually. I mean, it's a noob trap, so not sure what Estiego's thinking here. Maybe he just believes that this guy's going to spam rocket bots, which it looks like he's doing, actually. So this should counter that. Down south here, not much is happening. Looks like a lot of turrets are getting built here, though. This is going to be a tough nut to crack. Z? Oh, what's going on? Oh no. If this commander blows, that's Z's army gone and Flash wins, but effectively. That is 6%, but doesn't look like... Oh, maybe from the north? No. Looks like Z is gonna come out of this one a little bit worse for wear, but overall, fine. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon there. That gives Flash a mega advantage, because it looks like he's going to be able to reclaim it. South is going to be looking grim for right team. Snade's giving a much harder fight than I initially gave him credit for. Maybe I had too many preconceived notions. Tier 1s always can surprise you. Innocent Aphis, building an agitator. Not an awful choice, but along with the warden, that's a little bit ineffective. Fantasy Zero's got a more traditional setup. Incisors are a little bit of a weird choice, though. Can't really tell too much who's teching here. Kinda looks like Kaliz is. He's already almost got that tier 2 bot factory up. On the left team, though, it's looking like nobody's teching yet. Oh, never mind. I'm blind. Advanced construction vehicles are being made. Looks like they're gonna give this one to Innocent Aphis. Yeah. Setting up some Dragon's Eyes, got that artillery. Let's take a closer look at this. Oh, that might be really loud for you guys, sorry. I'll get used to that. Doesn't sound too loud to me, but maybe over recording. I might have just destroyed your guys' ears. I'll turn down the volume here. Quack's got a lot of Roccos. Or, they're called aggravators. I'm just used to calling them Roccos. He could probably push and win if he wanted to. I don't know if he knows that. Nope, nope, looks like he knows that. It's looking like purple's gonna gain a little bit of ground here. Yellow's too busy helping out north. Those thuds aren't a great match against Roccos. There goes the radar. Yellow can no longer see their base, limiting artillery. Yeah, Flash has south secured, it looks like. Once this nano turret's finished, all these are going to be able to get reclaimed, and that's going to be plenty of metal for left. Got some Jaguars out now. Doesn't look like Kaliz has any T2 units out yet. He's getting Mausers, but they're not on the front line. Firestorm going for the interesting choice of building his T2 bot factory outside of his base on the front line with no nano turrets nearby. Looks like he's trying to fix that though. Snade here. Getting a lot of electricity. Guess he's probably needing them for the hounds. Hounds are really electricity heavy. Tons of eco happening. Nothing really has changed on the front lines here. Flash still winning south, along with a little bit of help from Megatron, keeping Fantasy Zero at bay. Timber and Estiego are beating Firestorm back. Nade is finally got some hounds up. Those are gonna wreak havoc. Might even change the, yeah, look at that. Gotta do a, nope, they're doing a push. That means they're gone. There goes some riot tanks. This is smart, having the Centurions on front to tank the damage while the hounds do the damage. Not sure what yellow is doing moving all these troops back. Now, when I, for example, said that building this T2 factory up here wasn't a great idea, it's kind of the opposite here, because he's already got the infrastructure set up and great defenses. Whereas here he's got one laser turret. Oh, massive push, massive push. Looks like that agitator's going down. Oh, but they're not retreating. That wasn't their end goal. They just want... Looks like they might take some territory here. Whoever gets all these reclaims is going to be at a massive advantage. Looks like they're already building another agitator, though. That'll be a short-lived victory. Got some Dragon's Maws trying to stop these stouts. Yep. Ooh. This isn't good for Z. He's already losing too many mexes. Flash is going to have the stronger eco here by far in a little bit. And north isn't as much of a walk as I thought it was going to be. So it's looking like left's at the advantage here right now. Not entirely sure what Xar's doing here. And he's got a decently sized army, even if it is only tier 1s. But it looks like he's just trying to get some metal up. Doesn't have the units to build any Sheldons or Fiends yet. Okay, that's what he's doing. Bit of a strange choice going for so many nanos and metal converters before he was even completed the first advanced metal extractor. But he's definitely got a higher TS than me. It's probably just a strategy I don't quite get. Looks like that fusion isn't going to be finished here. Should be at will. North is going completely differently than I've expected. Snade's actually winning. It's looking like he's going to maybe destroy this tier 2 bot factory. That happens, then that's going to severely cripple Estiego. Oh, that Vanisher missile just missed and hit their own tier 2 bot factory. Doesn't look like they're going to get the destruction here, though, that they wanted. Still have enough of a cripple, though. They've taken out some nano turrets, but they aren't going to stop the fusion reactor or the tier 2 bot lab. Red has a I'm sorry, not red. Purple has a massive advantage down here. Surprised they haven't pushed a little bit more. It's looking like Timber has somehow managed to set up an agitator here. That could go down once they know where it is, but this Castro here is going to be jamming their radars. Oh, no, looks like they're going to find it here. Got a Dragon's Maw, though. That might slow their progress down. Firestorm 01 starting to protect this a little bit more. Still not the best idea building it here, but it's becoming a better one. Looks like a lot of fights happening here, but nobody gaining any ground. These guys have the artillery, but looks like they don't quite know where those sneaky peats are. Can't destroy the radar jammers and can't shoot. It's only a matter of time till South falls, it looks like. Fantasy Zero looks like he could actually push red back here, but he's got to still worry about Megatron. Not sure why they're all back here and not at the front line. But, I don't know. That is way too many artilleries. Way more than he needs. This could have been better spent as riots. Looking like we are not going to have a little bit of action here for a while. I'll return when things get a little bit more heated. It's looking like we're getting a push north here. Ton of Weber is going to be stunning. Middle is secured for top right. Looks like because they couldn't get that tier 2 bot factory destroyed, these guys recovered a little bit faster than the left would have hoped. Front lines are solidifying here. It's getting harder by the second for right to make a comeback down south. Middle is still just about where it was before. Purple doesn't have a long-range radar up, so I don't think they know just how many more units they have than their yellow counterparts. Pretty soon they're going to have a Scorpion up, though. That's going to make it tough to advance. Lot of Wardens here. Really unorthodox choice. I don't think I can overstate how bad heavy laser towers are. So if you're watching this and play the game, don't buy them. That reminds me, actually, I should probably put a link to the game in the description. It's free on Windows. So if you're watching this far into the video and you like what you see, maybe you can get the game on your computer. It's free. Join the community. It's still in early access. Even beta. I think it's still in beta. But it's one of the funnest games I have. Got a tightly knit community. It's great. You should join. Ooh. Can't tell what's going to happen here, but looks like these tigers are going to push them right back. That is massive intervention from middle. Without that push, I don't think North would have survived here. They might even push them all the way back. Who knows? It's a little bit too early in this North fight to tell. Those Banishers not doing all that much. They're not nearly as good as Tigers are up close. Despite that, though, looks like they got more coming. Not fast enough, though. I'm gonna guess North Right's gonna be able to hold them, but not going to be able to completely stop them. So, looks like they're gonna lose quite a few advanced metal extractors. But that means, yeah, Orange doesn't have the resources Ugly and Lazy's about to blow. There goes their defense there. Purple's making a strong push down south. Yellow's going to have to counter this. Except Yellow's still only using... Nope. Those are Sheldons, so you got T2s. It's gonna be a fight. Trying to get to a more strategic position here. Looks like those Sheldons are gonna crush blue. Sorry, not blue. Purple. They now are missing the radar bot. Still got the radar jammers, though. That might allow easy escape. Oh, but if they got these purples, they don't have the capabilities to deal with them up close, forcing a yellow retreat. Going back to about the same position they were in before, actually. Looks like it's getting desperate down here. Middle starting to have to intervene south. Green still has its base, but lighter green is really crippled here. Looks like Z's just about out of this one. Alez actually has a pretty big army. Probably because he was started teching earlier. He's already getting a second fusion. Doesn't look like there's any operational advanced fusions yet. But maybe those will be coming soon. Already got a few on the way. Already quite a few regular fusions down too. North is looking flexible. Not many units up there for either side. They just tore themselves to shreds there a little bit. But everybody else seems to have their hands tied. So nobody is going to really be able to exploit that, except maybe Pink. But it looks like Snade's trying to get their techs down again. Doesn't even look like they have a factory here. Got a massive eco though. Mammoths. Just about the worst choice against Sheldons, but they can definitely tank. Oh! They got a spy bot here. If he gets this paralyze in, that's gonna stop him in their tracks. But they don't have enough fiends to capitalize on it. Looks like he's going to save it for another day. Middle is about as stagnant as you can be. Innocent Aphis and Koalas just building up their defenses. Way too many heavy laser towers. Could have been way better spent on rattlesnakes. Tons of anti-air despite nobody having air, so... Oh, fusion reactors are up. Looks like Xar's about to start churning them out. He's already got... What is this? Ton of Sheldons? 39, so... That should just about do it for a push here. Doesn't look like they have too many fiends. Except what he doesn't know is that there's a Spectre here waiting to paralyze. Looks like they're advancing. It's getting ready here. This is about to go down. Paralyzed. Okay, there's going to be a quick push here now. But there's just too many Sheldons to have paralyzed them all. Looks like that's going to have been all for nothing. The paralyze wears off in about 10 seconds here now. I keep saying this, Spectres are pretty broken. I mean, they're really hard to detect, because you can't really just build anti-Spectra mechanisms everywhere. Well, looks like Yellow's about to counter with their own, though. North here, going pretty well. Let's do a cinematic view here. Those missiles look beautiful in this mode. Oh, massive shells. You always forget how much effort the developers put into the models for this game until you look at them up close. Looks like they're getting a catalyst down here. I'm not sure what that's gonna do. It's a little bit too far away from the front line to make much use. Doesn't look like anybody's got nukes out just yet. It's not gonna be a nuke rush game, that's for sure. Oh, a Basilica. That will wreak havoc once it's done. Basilicas are one of the best things in the game. They got long range, and the things you need to defend against them, the plasma deflector shields, are almost as expensive as the weapon itself. Tiny range, too. Looks like nobody's even going air yet, so... Not as much bombing as you'd have expected. That's good for most teams, though. A lot of people don't have nearly as much air defense as they should. Xar and Flash already have massive ecos here, it's looking like. Yeah. Right just can't compete with that eco. You can see here that left has produced almost twice as much metal as right has. Even if right's competing for now, it's looking like they just can't scale. Let's see what they had to say oh my god about. Just the just the massive amount of Tiger tanks here. Oh, but that's a good paralyze. If they're smart, they'll play the hounds up. And it's looking like they're gonna lose a lot of Tigers here. Unless they retreat like that. That's just great. Oh, a Thor. That's almost just game down here. Thors are way too powerful for them to stop. That's the problem with this eco. They just can't compete. They're getting Thors out pretty quickly here, too. Looks like it'll blow, but not before it takes out all the defenses with it. Oh, there goes so many hounds. Looking like this is it for South. I know I've said that a few times already, but this time for sure. Never mind. Maybe still though. Got a lot of snipers, got a lot of welders. Another Thor on the way. Doesn't look like anybody can spare units, so probably gonna just keep going north. Finally looks like Blue's got some aircraft here though. These bombers are going to be really tough to counter because it doesn't look like they have any anti-air. Those EMPs are going to be nasty. Just absolutely beautiful. Innocent AFAS and Qualls? Pretty much just in a truce with Deadlord here, it looks like. Nobody's doing anything. Oh. But the Basilica's done now. Looks like they already have a keeper here, though. That's unfortunate. When this Thor arrives, that's gonna be it. 2 Thors, again, like I said, unstoppable. Microing that missile's hard, though. Doesn't look like that's getting done too much. I keep saying they need to balance Thors. I mean, that missile's not only super annoying to control, but really powerful when you do control it. The chain lightning can just slaughter. In the end, what decides the game is eco, I guess. Left spent too much on units and then decided not... Sorry, not left. Right spent too much on units in middle and then decided not to really use them. And then over here, these bombers actually though. That was smart. Looks like they got some anti-air up here now. You can see the bombers just dropping from the sky. Doesn't look like they're going to get any further than that. A lot of beautiful explosions there. Yeah, most of these people don't even have fusion reactors. Compare that to the just about 5 Flashes got, the 4 Snades got, or not Snades, sorry, Koalos. Snades just about got the 1. Oh, those hounds are gonna go down. They're too close together to stop a chain. Yeah. Oh, looks like we're getting a game pause here. I'll stop here and resume when the game pause is done. Looks like there was a rage quit. Now the right's just gonna resign. Bit anticlimactic for the video, but that's just kind of how it goes. See you guys next time. Good game.